do a video on concealers. These are going to be my top 5 favourite concealers. They may not necessarily work for you, and a lot of them are high-end concealers. And I've got one that is a drugstore concealer. So I'm going to start off with the MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NC42. This is what it looks like. It's quite a golden colour. I'm quite dark. And I know a lot of people like to go quite light underneath their eyes, but I kind of like to go similar to my foundation colour. I'm not too big on the really, really light eyes because I use highlighter to brighten them up. So this is what it looks like. It's a really creamy concealer, like I've said, and it applies to the skin like this. I usually use my fingers to apply concealer. I don't really use brushes. This is a buildable concealer and it's quite heavy. I would say it's medium to heavy coverage on the skin. The only difficulties that I have with this concealer is after a while it can tend to crease. I really like this concealer. It is one of my top favourites and I am wearing it today. This is my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This is also in NC42. You have to be really careful with MAC's colours because some of them do come out light. Pro Longwear is a very heavy coverage, and with one pump you get so much product out of it. I usually wear MAC Pro Longwear on a night out. I find that it doesn't crease as much on me. The colours are very different to the MAC Studio Finish. So you've got to be really careful when you go to MAC, because this is the MAC Studio Finish. They're both NC42, and you can see down here that the MAC Studio Finish is a lot creamier. This one's a lot more of a liquid, and this one's a lot darker than that one. I've got Bobbi Brown. This is Bobbi Brown in the creamy concealer, and this colour is in golden. You can get a pack like this, which is the concealer and a pressed powder, or you can get just the concealer on its own, which is just the concealer without the powder. This one's cheaper, a lot cheaper than this one. Now, as the name suggests, it is really creamy. I find that Bobbi Brown does tend to crease me out quite a lot. This colour is a lot darker than what I need, so I think the lady matched me up wrong. However, I found in the past that this colour does suit me. I wear it underneath my eyes and around my mouth. Powder using just a fluffy brush underneath, and you literally just swoop it under the area, and it does stay for a very long time. The last concealer I'm going to talk about is the Collection 2000. This is really raved about on YouTube. It's really cheap. I'm in Deep 4. I used to use this concealer for a very, very long time before I converted to the MAC concealer. It's really creamy, very heavy coverage, really soft, really easy to apply. The only thing that I find now is, as I've gotten a little bit more tan, that this is slightly too light for me, and Deep 4 is the darkest concealer that they do. So I wish they had more. It doesn't crease, it's absolutely brilliant. And really inexpensive. Shame that they don't do them in slightly darker colours. They go from a really, really fair to this as their darkest. Now, with all my concealers, what I tend to do is I apply my concealer underneath my eye and just around my mouth. And then, right now, I've been using MAC Face and Body in C6 as a foundation. This is a really dewy foundation, and what I'll tend to do is shake the bottle, get a little bit on my hand, and just go over my concealer just so it blends it into my foundation, because the worst thing is just a really light patch of concealer and then it not blending into the whole of your face. The thing that I really like to do after that step is I take my Bobbi Brown Tinted Eye Primer. Now, this is just a kind of twisty concealer, and it brings all the product to the top, and I dab that about 3 or 4 circles underneath my eyes and blend that in on top of my concealer and my just applied foundation, and this just helps brighten up the eye. I love this on a night out. You can apply it for highlighter on your cheekbones, you can apply it just on your cupid's bow, you can apply it to your brow bone, and it's just a really nice highlight. So that is all for concealers. I hope you enjoy this video. Please leave all your requests and comments down below, and if you really enjoy this video, then I'd love to see a video response from you down below. I love you all.